RTHK Radio 3.
All right, we end the show as usual with our Business of Sports segment, and today we've got in the studio the leading cricket commentator to me, Aaron Busch. Thanks for coming into the studio, Aaron.
Hello, Nitin.
Good to have you back.
Happy Thursday.
Did he just say to me?
It's the leading cricket commentator in the world.
Hello, Jeff, as well.
Hello, Aaron. How you doing?
I know you love cricket.
I'm all right. I don't know a thing about cricket.
Well, you just sit over there.
Yeah,
we'll cover the next 13 minutes.
I'll stay quiet.
I'm sure there's some listeners who don't always think, he's the best commentator, but I do, so I just wanted to point it out.
Well, to be fair, I'm the only one.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the leading commentator.
I'm the best and worst at the same time.
He's the commentator, full stop.
Fantastic.
Boom.
Indeed. All right, so let's start. T20 just concluded.
Yep, World Cup.
Fun tournament.
I know you want me to gush about, you want me to fawn about India. But before then, we're going to go back a bit because, it's not all about the greatest cricketers on the biggest stage in the world. It's also about me. Yes. So in February, I was in Malaysia for a private tournament and I get a call. Well, it's 2026. I got a WhatsApp that said, get to Sri Lanka. The World Cup's on. We're going to do some warm-up matches and we want to cover them. So I flew to Sri Lanka and did a warm-up match for Oman and Sri Lanka A and Australia versus the Netherlands.
Oh, nice.
So I got to go out in the middle of our Premadasa Stadium in Colombo, interview Mitch Marsh, who's a giant, and Scott Edwards from the Netherlands, all Australians. Anyway, that's my World Cup story.
Fantastic. I wasn't really going to say let's gush about India because...
Really?
No. I mean, look, obviously I'm proud and happy and delighted that they won. Let's not hide that. But... is it good for the sport, though? And that's a question that I do actually genuinely ask.
I think India were stuck. They had to win that. Home turf, they're in all their games apart from Pakistan in India. If they didn't win, that would be the unexpected thing. And look, I don't want to talk about it too much because Australia were awful. Yeah. Like, they were the worst.
It's a little close to home, doesn't it?
Really, it hurts to talk about this. And then the next closest, of course, is New Zealand, where Hong Kong's own Mark Chapman played in the World Cup final and they choked.
Yes.
I think we were talking a bit before we came on air. South Africa were the real challengers, I think, to India. Had South Africa not played their worst game in the semi-final, every other game they dominated, apart from the one against Afghanistan where it went to super over, but everything else, including over India.
And, they've thrashed India. Absolutely annihilated.
That would have been a final to watch. Didn't happen. England went close as well. I thought if they could have made the semi-final, but they faced India. So in the end, India wins. Big parties, of course, back to back. Yeah, is it good for the sport? Maybe, maybe not.
And the reason I say that is obviously this weekend we've got the IPL starting as well. We had 2 franchises sold to US private equity firms, $1.6 billion, $1.7 billion.
That's insane.
It's crazy
numbers.
Money. Yeah.
Like for what is a domestic league. I know that the players play a 6-week tournament, only played in India. I've seen messages about it as well. It really is an India-centric tournament. And in India, it is everything. But as soon as you step outside, it's just another T20 private league, really. People watch if they can, people don't. But they're all centred on India, the players that come in, the money that's being spent. It's crazy.
Except for my uncle, who literally will not leave the sofa in his home in England, other than, because he's watching the IPL all the time. And I think that's it. On one hand, it's good because it brings a lot more money into the game. But like you said, it then just centralises it into India. How does that now start spreading to the rest of the universe, let's just say?
Well, there's one good thing about the IPL is it's bringing players that normally wouldn't get a chance. Go back to the World Cup. Zimbabwe's blessing. He was brilliant. And he's just got a contract with the Kolkata Knights. Yeah. So he's come across. He's going to be he probably was my standout player for the World Cup. And so you're getting that young talent that's getting a chance, getting some money as well. There's not that much money in Zimbabwe cricket. So that's good for the sport. What it's also, I notice, is generating is there more private leagues and building up T10 leagues, T20 leagues. I'm hearing about even like in the smallest of countries. I'm hearing that South Korea is going to start a little T20 competition maybe at the end of May. So, and going on in April's the Japan Premier League. So lots of associate players are heading over there. Those sort of things, they're good for the game because it's going regional.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I actually genuinely did not know Japan was starting a Premier League nor Korea.
Well, Japan have a very good side. They went to the finals of the World Cup ICC under-19s.
Oh, wow.
That generation of kids are coming through. They've got a East Asia Pacific World Cup qualifiers for the next T20 finals coming up in May. I know that because I'm heading there. Yes. So there's a big competition. They've just built a brand new ground outside of Nagoya, an old baseball field, and it's really starting to build. So they're starting the JPL. Korea will start one. There was the private league I was talking about in Malaysia. So it is spreading.
And we will talk about Hong Kong in a few minutes because there's also that as well. Before we do move on to the Hong Kong side, I did just wanted to conclude. Massive growth, as you said, T10, T20, 100, the hundreds or whatever. Is that to the detriment of the traditional game, the one days, the test matches and all that? But is it a necessary evil because of the fact youth today have a lot shorter attention spans?
Truth and truth.
Excuse me. In my infinite youth, I feel like my attention span's pretty good.
You are good, but you're an exception to the rule, and even you'd admit it. Even you'll admit that.
So, yeah. We were looking at you while we're talking.
Yeah, no.
Yes, it is detrimental to the longer forms, especially 50 over. That's getting just cannibalised by T20 and then the test system. But then you've got people like a big furor in the IPL. Mitch Stark has pulled out because he wants to concentrate solely on test cricket. Big furor in Indian media. I watch it all over my Instagram. Yeah. Nobody else cares. Everyone else is going, finally, somebody that is playing international cricket for his country ahead of the cash grab. Okay, so on that side, yes, but yes, also T20. It is a format. Well, we're talking about T10 Pro Leagues now as well. So it's getting shorter and shorter. The Hong Kong Sixers, of course, which comes up every year, should be around November this year. That's the sort of format that people also enjoy. It's Instagrammable. You can almost watch a game on a reel.
And to be fair to Mitchell Stark, I mean, he is a leading player, so he's got his money. So he's not necessarily so entrenched into getting that money. But for a lot of these cricketers, the IPL is their cash cow. It's the time that they really do earn. So you can't really blame them for trying to choose the IPL.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. But for people that are coming in, there's some players, I think there's one or two coming in from Nepal. Maybe they're going to the Japan Premier League. But in countries where you're getting a base wage from the association, these things can keep the players going.
All right, so let's move on to Hong Kong. We've got a few minutes, about 5 minutes left. I know there's quite a lot to talk about with Hong Kong, apart from Mark Chapman being in the final and representing New Zealand, eh?
Well, maybe he'll retire and come back home now.
Maybe
he's played his final. Maybe, who knows?
He did it, and, fair play to him. I mean, he was, Hong Kong captain for a little while as well, right? So he did his time over here, deserved his chance in New Zealand. But what is going on in Hong Kong cricket?
So much. I think I was last here in October, so we then did the Sixers.
Yeah.
After that, I'm not sure what happened before Christmas. So let's go to 2026. So when I got back from Sri Lanka, we had the Premier League T20 men's and women's finals. They were fantastic. PACC and Hong Kong Cricket Club for the women's and PACC for the men's getting the win in that one. Then we had internationals, the first international tournament of the year. That was Hong Kong versus Kuwait, a T20 series and then a 50-over format. Hong Kong winning both. First time new captain Yassin Murtaza and first time new coach Kaushal Silva got a series win. So that was big news for them moving forward. They've got a few international. I think they're off to Tanzania shortly for an ICC Challenge League Group B Round 3. I think I got that correct. Also, coming up, maybe a women's international Tri-Nations or Quad Series coming up at the end of April. The juniors, there's an under-19s team at the moment in Malaysia playing a tournament, and then Hong Kong A is going across to play a tournament in Malaysia as well. Just shout out, big win, the captain, Shiv Matha, the youngster who also plays for the Hong Kong China men's team, scored 157 today. Well done, Shiv. And yeah, going forward, that's what we've got. We've got Junior All-Stars. That's what we've got starting on Tuesday for 8 straight days for me.
It's interesting because, I mean, I do think Hong Kong cricket generally is in okay shape now, especially, I mean, when I was being a little bit critical when you last came on October because I didn't see it. But I think, as you said, with the juniors, what's happening with Shiv, how they did against Kuwait, it's starting to look up again. Can we start challenging? I know it's quite tight in those ICC nations, but can we start challenging towards the Scotlands and the guys up the top there?
I think we can. still an older team, but the youngsters are coming through. So you've got Shiv and the next generation of under-19s who have just completed that cycle in the mix. Samad Khan as well. So there's a few coming through. So there's a youth blend coming, which usually, you talk about a rebuild in any sport. Starts with the youth coming in, and that seems the way that the new coach, Silva, is headed.
I think that's positive. I mean, for me, I think a lot of the older players probably flattered to deceive a little bit. I might be being a bit harsh, but from what I can see, there seems to be quite a good youth movement, and they seem to have built up over time. Yeah,
and also for the women's side as well, that is quite youth-based. There's not too many old people in that one, and a lot of youngsters, and they look good. They won a tournament in Myanmar earlier in the year as well, so went over there, swept that tournament, got some more points, and moved up the table on the ICC rankings.
And speaking of which, how is the game generally followed on the women's side as well as the men's side in Hong Kong? I mean, is there a decent following? Is it just generally the ethnic minorities here? I mean, how do you feel that it's followed?
The one thing about the women's side is it is far more full of Chinese players than the men's, which has none. Yeah. It would be 50-50 split in the Hong Kong women's side. Like their leading bowler, Carrie Chan, 1,000 runs and 100 wickets in T20. So she got joined by Anshuman Ruff during the tournament we just talked about on the men's side. So Hong Kong actually has two players in this list of the hierarchy of sports, getting 1,000 T20I runs and 100 wickets as an all-rounder. Sorry, it was Azaz Khan, not Anshuman. Anshuman will kill me. Yeah, and so will Azaz. It was Azaz Khan joining Carrie Chan.
You're assuming they're listening to this.
Yes. I've told everybody.
Oh, great. All right, we've got about 45 seconds left. What's up for you? I know you've been extremely busy with a lot of commentaries in the last couple of months. What's going on for you for the next couple of months?
All right, so what have we got? We've got the juniors coming up. There's a Sky Warriors Sixes tournament at Mission Road coming up in April. Then maybe that Women's International Tri-Nations or Quad Series coming up. Then I fly to Japan for the World Cup qualifiers, which is disappointing. Ross Taylor's not going to be there. He's not playing for Samoa, I've heard. So that would have been good. I would have liked to see Ross Taylor.
How was he now? About 43 or something?
Yeah, sure.
But he's great New Zealand legend.
He's still a big unit.
But he's New Zealand. He's not Australian. I mean,
no, but he's now playing for Samoa. But he's not going. So I won't see him there. Former Hong Kong legend Tim Cutler will be there, though. I do believe working for Vanuatu cricket. So
fantastic.
That'll get me through to June. And then who knows?
And then we'll have you on again.
Then we wait for the call.
Can I hijack the last question?
You can.
Go on.
Hong Kong Sevens, April 17th to 19th. Radio 3 is going to be there. Are you going to be there? Are we going to see you there?
It's rugby. It's not cricket.
I know it's not. I know it's rugby. But
When is it?
April 17th to April 19th, Friday to Sunday. You going to see you there? Potentially, or are you going to be?
To be confirmed. No, that's May. Depends if there's any cricket on, which there always is. If not, it's right next to my house. I live in Kotak. I could walk to the set.
There you go.
All right.
Well,
if I'm available, I'll see you there.
Roll out of bed straight into the stadium, man.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for you. Aaron Buschy is the leading cricket commentator here in Hong Kong, alongside myself and Nitin Diadas. Thank you, Aaron, for joining us on the program today.
Thanks, guys.